We have made it to Friday. We're here, you know. That's good. Daily show, we got a good one. Sydney's going to join us in a couple of minutes' time. She'll fill us in. It's been a couple of weeks, I feel like, since Sydney's been on the show. She'll hang out with us, fill us in on her blog a little bit more. Carden Circus coming up on the show today, too. They're coming to the Madison County Fairgrounds in Highland. That'll be not this weekend, but next. We'll get all the details on that family-friendly circus. It's a great show. And also a chance for you to win some tickets online, RiverBender.com. Oh, let's dive into news. Make sure you sign up for that daily email update. You can join myself and 72,000 plus in the know. I think it's higher than that each and every day of the work week and on Saturdays with Around the Riverbend. You can also stay up to date in real time all the time, downloading that RiverBender.com app today. We got a busy day. We're going to be up at West at 4:30. We'll bring you the Marquette and Roxana playoff game, and then this weekend we'll be out and about. On Monday, we'll be bringing you the Memorial Day parade, and then the graduation stuff that we just got done is, man, team's been working hard. The news team's been working hard, too. Here's what you need to know. A lot of stories out yesterday. Download that app. Follow along with me. Mitchell Fire Department crews responded Wednesday afternoon to a 3-vehicle crash on southbound Interstate 255, just a little south of Interstate 270 near mile marker 30. Officials said an overturned semi-truck tractor trailer was leaking fuel, and drivers in 2 of the 3 vehicles, they were trapped when crews arrived. Mitchell Engine Unit 1121 and Chief 1100 responded with assistance from Long Lake Fire Department, Glen Carbon Fire Department, and Rural Med Metro East. Firefighters stabilized those vehicles and extracted all patients. 1 patient was airlifted from the scene by that Air-Evac medical helicopter, and all units returned to service about 3:10. More details on that crash will be released to you once they are submitted to us here at RiverBender.com/news. 2 men are facing separate felony charges in vehicle-related cases presented by the Alton Police Department. Cody Wells, 33, of Jerseyville, was charged May the 13th with aggravated fleeing or attempting to elude a peace officer. Prosecutors said Wells allegedly sped away from an officer in Alton on March the 26th while being signaled to stop, exceeding the speed limit by more than 21 miles per hour. In a separate case filed May the 14th, Anthony M. Stewart of Brighton, 31 years of age, was charged with aggravated assault. Authorities allege that Stewart operated a vehicle in a way that made a victim fear being struck. Both men were released pending trial. Details available online. A Granite City man was sentenced this week to 15 years in prison after a jury did find him guilty of breaking into his ex-girlfriend's home and attacking a responding police officer. Here's what we know. Victor Danston, 52 years of age, sentenced on May the 20th in Madison County. Trial evidence showed he used a screwdriver to enter the home on March the 4th, 2025, and was discovered inside by the woman when she returned. Prosecutors say that he kicked an officer and threatened to kill him during that response. The judge imposed a 15-year sentence. Officials also urged anyone facing domestic violence to seek immediate help and support. That hotline is available on all of those related stories at RiverBender.com/news. Madison County Sheriff's deputies did respond Thursday morning to a crash on West Delmar east of High Meadow Drive in Godfrey involving a passenger vehicle and an IDOT mowing tractor. Authorities say a black minivan overturned onto its side after striking the rear of the tractor's attached mowing equipment along the shoulder of the road. The adult woman driving the minivan got out before deputies arrived and reported only minor pain related to that seatbelt and airbag deployment. The tractor operator and the driver both declined treatment. The road was temporarily closed, but was reopened to traffic just a couple of hours later. The Illinois Department of Transportation says it will reopen construction lanes where possible for the Memorial Day weekend travel time periods to ease delays. Non-emergency lane closures, they're going to be suspended today, Friday, May the 22nd, from starting at 3 p.m., and that will run until Monday, May the 25th at 11:59 p.m. Numerous closures and lane reductions, they will remain in place in the state, including in the Chicago area, Metro East, and along several major interstates. Those are those essential and emergency lane closures. Drivers should expect delays and allow for extra travel time and use caution in work zones. IDOT urges motorists to obey speed limits, avoid mobile devices, buckle up, and never drive impaired during the holiday travel period. Also, in the news today, 2 Madison County Sheriff's Office deputies recently traveled to Washington, D.C. to take part in National Police Week, where they joined law enforcement officers from across the country in honoring those who were killed in the line of duty. Sergeant Jason Sandage and Deputy Jordan Felix represented the Sheriff's Department during the observance, where recognized officers who made that ultimate sacrifice while serving their communities with pride. The Sheriff's Office said the trip was a meaningful chance to pay tribute alongside fellow officers nationwide. It also thanked Mustache March for PD and the PBPA Union 118 for helping fund the visit. The agency closed its message by saying it will never forget. Finally, in the news today, before we take a look at local weather, advanced metering technology, this is an update to the story, helped prevent a possible natural gas explosion in Witt, Illinois. This was after Ameren detected unusual usage at an unoccupied home. Now, with these new smart meters, the alert prompted a rapid response from gas crews and the Witt Fire Department, who found dangerous gas levels inside and outside the house. After shutting off gas and electricity to the home, it was ventilated, and they discovered that broken fuel line. Officials said the home was filled with gas and could have exploded with a single ignition source. They credited that data, the teamwork, and fast action, along with that new technology in helping prevent that. You can find out more about that at RiverBender.com. /news. Let's take a look at weather. 64 degrees in downtown Alton. It feels like 66 out there. Humidity at 75%. Today, just cloudy, and tonight an evening shower in spots. Otherwise, just the same as it is this morning. Air quality is looking good at 30. Mold counts are low at 3250. Grass is low. Tree levels are high at 750. The usual. Temperatures today reached 69 degrees and dropped down to 60 overnight as we head into Saturday. On Saturday and on Sunday, hate to tell you this, my friends, but there is a chance of thunderstorms, a high of 77 and a low of 61. Now, those thunderstorms in the area, those will happen mainly later in the afternoon, and then by Saturday night, they clear on out as we head into Sunday. On Sunday, a high of 78, a low of 61 degrees, with a chance of thunderstorms in the morning, and then again by Sunday night, those clouds break up, and it sends us into Monday. On Monday, a high of 81, a low of 64, and there will be a chance of a possible thunderstorm in the region. Not a high one, but just a chance. On Monday night, a low of 64, and then on Tuesday, a high of 77, a low of 66, and then On Tuesday, a chance of some rain showers in the afternoon, and by Tuesday night, there could be a thunderstorm later on, but heck, that's 5 days out. We'll get there after Memorial Day. We got a 3-day weekend coming up, or if you got lucky, you're sitting pretty at a 4-day weekend. Good for you. Hey, that's a look at your next 5 days. Here's what's happening now. 64, it feels like 66 in downtown Alton for time, temperature throughout the day. RiverBender.com/weather. It's powered by Michael Ryan Exteriors, the roofing professionals. It's home exteriors with a craftsman's touch. This is really where it matters the most, because this isn't even the bad part yet. I hate to say it out loud, but the storms are going to get severe here. So, we've already had it. You had the hail 2 weeks, twice in a week or whatever you guys had when I was gone. But it's only May. Hear me out. We are going to get significant weather. It's going to happen, and it's going to get a little worse. It's just the way it goes around here, especially as you head into June and July. You need to have 618-600-3490. That's programmed into your phone. One of a handful of roofing companies. There's two that I would recommend for you. We'll get to the other here in a bit. But 618-600-3490. You save that into your phone. That's the phone number to Michael Ryan Exteriors. You're going to call them. They'll give you a free quote. And honestly, I'd call them before that. We all know we have spots in our house that need to be kind of looked at and just made sure everything's okay. And let's be honest, a YouTube video can't fix everything. You aren't going to be able to give yourself a roof inspection or look at your siding and really know what it means just by looking it up on YouTube. You need to call people that know what they're doing, and that's why, listen, Michael Ryan Exteriors, they've done this for decades, and they're trusted and true in every aspect of this industry, from commercial, residential, you name it, they got it, and they're here just to help. I think that's the best part. It's not a door knocker scenario where you get this darn thing, and then they tell you they're from You've seen all of the latest news. How many times do we, just recently, another one of those door knocking scenarios where the storms hit, they knock on the door, they sign a contract, they get paid a down payment of $9,000 or $10,000, and they never show up again. It happens all the time, and I don't even have to. There's been a couple recently. I'm not even just talking about one. You got to protect yourself. You don't want to be taken advantage of. You need someone that you can trust, and I know I can trust Michael Ryan Exteriors, roofing professionals. More details available, michaelryanexteriors.com, 618-600-3490, and don't forget to tell them that you know who sent you over their way. Hey, we're going to take a quick break. We're going to chat it up with Sydney for a little bit. You stay there. I'll be here. RiverBender.com. Get over here. Roku TV.
The fastest boats in the world take over the Mississippi. Catch the thrill of F1 powerboat racing. July 17th to 19th at Riverfront Park in Alton, Illinois. Speed, rivals, champions. This is more than a race. It's the Powerboat National, kicking off with the Meet and Greet Street Party July 17th from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. at Max and downtown Alton. Cold beer and live music. Alton Powerboat Nationals F1 Powerboat Racing, July 17th to 19th. Don't miss the action.
If you think you might be pregnant, you don't have to face it alone. At Vitality Women's Clinic, you'll find the care you deserve. We offer confidential, no-cost pregnancy testing, ultrasounds, and STI testing. Our team is here to listen, support you, and help you understand your options without pressure or judgment. Walk in or make an appointment today. Call 618-466-1690 or visit vitalitywomensclinic.org. Vitality Women's Clinic, clear answers, real support.
Throughout all life stages, you need someone in your corner, guiding you on your health and wellness journey. At OSF Healthcare, that's your primary care provider. Your OSF primary care provider is there for every stage of life. Find a provider today at osfhealthcare.org/primary.
As the storm hits, your roof protects everything underneath it. Trust the storm damage and roof replacement experts, Archer Roofing and Restoration, providing free inspections, help with insurance claims, and offer financing options that make replacing your roof affordable. Proudly veteran-owned and community-focused. We're here when our neighbors need us most. Call 618-575-0016 or visit archerroof.com today.
Accidents happen in a heartbeat, but lives change forever. Whether it's a car crash, workplace injury, medical malpractice, or wrongful death, you don't have to face the consequences alone. Keith Short and Associates brings over 33 years of experience and a reputation for fighting fiercely for your rights. For relentless representation that you can trust, call Keith Short and Associates at 618-254-0055 today for a free consultation.
If you thought quality home building was a thing of the past, think again. Welcome to Ralph G. Pasley Custom Homes, an award-winning builder known for craftsmanship, attention to detail, and homes designed around the way you live. From thoughtful design to expert construction, every home we build reflects decades of experience and a commitment to doing things the right way. Ralph G. Pasley Custom Homes. Award-winning homes built with pride. Visit Pasley.com to learn more and start building your dream home today.
Do you need to declutter your space? Time to call me, the Queen of Junk. Since 1993, we have grown to be the leader in residential, commercial, and property management junk removal. At Sparks Junk Removal, we are eco-friendly. We recycle, donate, or repurpose items back into our community. Trash is our last resort to the landfill. Plus, with our all-inclusive service, our crews handle everything from labor to lifting and landfill fees. Give us a call or visit our website, sparksjunkremoval.net, to reclaim your space today.
Struggling with depression that just won't go away? At Precision TMS, we offer a non-invasive, drug-free treatment designed to target the areas of the brain linked to mood regulation. Using FDA-cleared transcranial magnetic stimulation, gentle magnetic pulses help reactivate underperforming brain circuits without surgery or sedation. Many patients experience real relief, even after other treatments haven't worked. Our experienced team provides personalized care every step of the way. Contact Precision TMS today to see if TMS therapy is right for you.
Firearms training shouldn't feel intimidating. At Precision Point Armory in Bethalto, we focus on safety, confidence, and real-world skills. Whether you're new or renewing your concealed carry, you'll get professional instruction without pressure. Learn safe handling, sound decision-making, and proper techniques tailored to your experience level. If you're looking for premium firearms training in the heart of Bethalto, Illinois, call 618-779-9947 or go to precisionpointarmory.net and train with confidence today. Meet the Classic Edge HDX outdoor wood furnace. Best-in-class efficiency, durability, and smart technology. At Backyard Boilers, we're your trusted central boiler dealer, bringing you EPA-certified outdoor furnaces that burn up to 60% less wood. With the Firestar controller, you can monitor your system right from your phone. Built with titanium-enhanced stainless steel, these furnaces are made to last. Call Backyard Boilers in Perry, Illinois today at 217-473-7568 and make this your warmest, most efficient winter yet.
Heck have you been?
You were gone for Florida, and then it's been like a second. So this, CJ, this is going to be a mega blog talk where we have so many things to talk about.
I am very excited.
I'm sure you are. I can tell. I'm sure you're pumped to talk about my life, which is what it's all about.
You've been busy.
I've been busy. You've been busy. You got married since last time I saw you.
Down
here anyway.
Now
I've
it's
seen
just
you since then,
getting back to normal. It's not, it's like, that was just getting into the swing of things. Is this my first week back or second?
This is
Second
your
week.
second week, yeah.
I don't even remember, how
Time
long it's
just,
been.
Yeah, time just
Like
molds
the
together.
Green Mile,
Yeah, it just molds together. That's what I actually wrote about in one of my blogs. It's just like the fact that time really just kind of skims now. Like, I don't know about you, but especially now that I'm not in school and I don't have like an obvious marker in between each year, it's just like, oh wow, like time has flown.
Well, and my schedule's so damn off. Like I don't have a way to differentiate.
Yeah.
Whew, that was tough.
That was a good one. Yeah.
I don't have a way to differentiate my schedule. Like if it's the weekend.
Yeah,
Or
it's
not,
hard
because
to
it's
tell.
kind of every day's the same.
Yeah, it just for me it just is like, do I come to RiverBender or do I not come to RiverBender today? And it just depends like on each day. So if it's the weekend, I'm like, okay, I don't come to RiverBender today, but I still have like tasks, like you still get things done. That's what I'm learning as a new homeowner too, is like there's always things to do. So yeah.
How's the house coming along?
Good. That was my most recent blog actually. We so basically
Oh, right here. So I just want to say something before you
let's
start.
hear it.
I'm good at interrupting you.
No, that's okay. It's a safe space.
I was like, man, did Sydney stop writing blogs? I thought we were in June. And I'm like, May 19th. What the heck is...
Isn't it weird? Again, the time is just so weird lately. It's like Memorial Day weekend. That's bizarre. So
oh, man.
It's hard to keep track.
I will be working Memorial Day.
You will be.
I'm jumping right back into action. I got a doubleheader today. I'll be at West at 4:30. That'll be a fun one.
That'll be fun. What are you doing there?
Soccer game with my dad. We're going to be doing the Marquette and Roxana
That'll be interesting.
soccer game. And then Monday, Memorial Day parade.
Yeah, Memorial Day parade will be awesome. No, it's going to be a really cool day. And there's a flyover, so check that out.
It'll be
Read
really
our
cool.
article on Riverbender. Yeah, that'll be really neat. I look forward to hearing all about that.
It'll be really good. With that being said, too, going into your move, what did you do to prepare for that? Because you can't really prepare for a move,
Well, I thought I could. I tried my best.
Yeah, we all think.
Well, so, okay, so...
Like, you even gave yourself time.
I gave myself a lot of time. So
Yeah.
here's the thing. It wasn't like on purpose. It was just kind of how the timing worked out.
Right.
Where I closed on the house in April, and then my apartment lease didn't expire until like a month later.
Yeah,
like
that's
actually today
terrible.
is the day the lease expires. So.
Oh, man, you should have like a bottle of wine or something.
I should, right? Give me anyone wants to send one over. Yeah. Anyway, so technically, a month passed between those two dates, and so I was like, okay, that's perfect. That's plenty of time to like move and settle and do some projects. There were a couple of things we wanted to do to the house before we moved in while like the cat wasn't there, like painting and stuff like that. So it was like, perfect, let's just knock some stuff out. So there was like a period of time that was like house hunting galore, and then it was projects galore, and now I'm really ready for chilling on the couch galore, because that's where I thrive, is just like doing nothing. So I miss that a lot. It's been a busy couple of months of doing things and getting the house ready, but I have a house now, so that's really exciting.
Well, it is, and it's really cool just to see that you're doing well. Everyone's doing well, and now do you like it?
Yeah, I love it. That's the cool part too. So we moved technically on Saturday. It was like the big move this past Saturday, about a week ago. And so big shout out first of all to my loved ones who were like, you know what, it's rainy, it's hot, it's gray, but we're still coming out to help. So big shout out to those guys. They came with minimal grumbling. We rented a U-Haul, which I had never done before. That was intimidating. I don't know if you've ever rented a U-Haul, but it's a really weird experience.
Oh, yeah. No, you couldn't. No, I don't do that.
Yeah, well, we did. And it was really fascinating. It was a really fascinating day. And so shout out to also my uncle who drove it. So big shout out to him, because I would have been much more erratic and panicked about it, the whole thing. So big shout out to my family. But they and our families, they came and they helped us out, and we were able to move everything pretty quickly. Like we got the U-Haul at 10 a.m. By 11:30 we were at the house, like moving things in, which was pretty impressive, I thought.
Well,
so
it is pretty impressive. You
Thank
have like
you.
your own little army over there.
Literally, yeah, we had a whole fleet of people. So and so we're so lucky for that. So big thank you to our loved ones who really showed up for us. But luckily for all of us, I think this is our last move for a while, because we are paying a mortgage now. We are stuck. We are settled in. So I'm happy to report I think we are not going anywhere for a minute. So that'll be good.
Well, I think it'll be really good too, and really just just to be able to go like you can take a breath finally.
Literally, yeah. It's been like just the process of moving, and we moved a year ago into an apartment, and that was like a process, and then living in the apartment was great, but just for different reasons we decided to go house hunting, and then the house hunting, the projects, now the move. Now I'm kind of ready to just be like, okay, deep breath out, and just be in one spot for a minute and just take it easy. So yeah, to answer your question in a long-winded, roundabout way, yes, I do like it. I'm very happy to be in one spot. And there are things about the house that I'm really pumped about. I haven't talked about this yet in the blog, but there is a built-in bookshelf that I am obsessed with.
Fancy.
Isn't that cool? I'm obsessed with it.
That's
so,
like
yeah.
Joanna Gaines-esque,
I know,
like,
right? There's shiplap. I don't even know what that means.
Shiplap.
I don't know.
You're going to have
yeah.
like some film crew out there. You're like, no, this built-in really shows all of its character. you
It
know?
really does. Yeah, I'm just obsessed with
There you
that.
go.
But yeah, so anyway, so that was pretty cool. So I'm just excited to be in the house and settled a little bit.
How was your Mother's Day with your family?
It was nice. Thanks for asking. How's yours?
It was good. They all had a
Good.
good time. It seems like we was
Good.
busy,
Yeah.
And I don't like driving. I never
yeah,
have.
I get that about you.
And I feel like on those days, like I gotta just suck it up.
Yeah, you do.
know?
You gotta go places.
So I'm like, man, this is tough.
yeah,
this is tough.
it's a long day.
I like being a passenger princess.
I respect that. I'm kind of similar, so I respect that. But no, actually, it's kind of funny. Mother's Day, that was my other blog over the last couple of weeks. But the day before Mother's Day was my brother's graduation from college. So that's bizarre. Is just being like, oh wow, like graduation season. And I'm not donning a cap and gown this year, but
Did you wear yours?
I did not wear mine. That'd be funny if I showed up in mine to his graduation. But no, he graduated, and so my little message to the graduates out there is to like go have fun with it and like don't freak out too much. Just enjoy it. So yeah, that was kind of interesting.
Realize that it's tough out there.
You and the best 4 years of your life are over. And so, yeah, whether you graduated high school or college or whatever else,
Were they
it
the
was
best?
fun.
Not
Yeah,
for everybody.
okay.
I don't know if everyone had the best.
College was
4
like the
years.
best of times and the worst of times, personally. So I look back and I'm like, wow, that was an experience. But yeah.
Yeah. I like that.
That's a good way to
Experience. Mine wasn't even 4 years. It was just kind of intermixed. It was a hybrid.
That's okay. Yeah, I mean, everybody has their
Each
their
one
stories,
has their
but
own
yeah,
path.
no, but that's kind of
See, I want to give a commencement.
Yeah, you'd be good at that.
I
think
I
you
would give the reality of it all.
That's what we were saying during the
You
the
spent
ceremony.
$42,000 a year.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're gonna get that back.
You're not gonna get it back.
There's something called interest, and it comes quick.
Literally, yeah. So yeah, like
The world's not as forgiving as getting a 0 on a test.
That's
I
a
just
good
want to
life
just,
advice.
I think that's
Yeah.
what I would do.
The F doesn't matter at all. The world is not that forgiving. We were saying that during the commencement ceremony. We were like, there's so much optimism in this room right now. It's kind of sickening. But no, no, like on a serious note, no, it's very exciting.
Oh, the places you won't go.
Sorry. Everyone graduating high school or college, like you're off to do exciting things. And like it's very murky. I don't know about you, but like that first like post-grad couple of weeks, I was like, this is the first time in my life I haven't had like a plan. You know what I mean?
I never had that.
Yeah.
I was different because I had the business, and then afterwards
You were
I got
busy.
into work, and then I already had a job in radio before I graduated, before I even went to college or school for it.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, okay, back to, like it wasn't really a...
You were busy. You had stuff going on. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you're right, though. I bet, though, whenever you're like, what's next? Because you work your butt, your ass off, and all of a sudden you're like,
Yeah.
it's over.
It's over. Like, what do you do? Yeah. So it's like a
Yeah.
murky couple of weeks that I think a lot of graduates are in right now as they, like, I think last weekend was a big graduation weekend for a lot of the high schools around here. So to all of them, you got this. Like, it'll come. It'll come.
My commencement specifically for college students.
Yeah.
I just want to say high school is a lot more happy and upbeat.
High school, you got this. Like, that is a really big deal.
That is a big deal. But college, it's like, hey, we're here
Welcome
now.
to the real world. Yeah, you're 22. Yeah, no, it's wild.
I just wanted to clarify in case I get yelled at.
Yeah,
I just
to clarify, we
not
believe
for-
in the high schoolers, the college graduates.
The high
like,
schoolers,
we'll
I would
see.
give the rah-rah speech to, but I don't know. I just feel like we're missing out on a really good commencent address from
You're
CJ.
right. You should get on there. I nominate you for somebody. I don't know, some commencement, but no, but I'm very excited. My brother graduated with 2 majors and
no
summa cum
kidding.
laude. So laude.
That's cool.
I don't know. I don't know how to say
What's
it.
that
Obviously,
mean?
it's like he's top of the class. So that's pretty cool.
Damn,
so
good
I was
for
pretty
him.
pleased. I was pretty proud of him, and
Everyone
it was
should
cool.
be.
Yeah, very cool. I got up. I was so proud of him. I got up
The
at
places he will
4:45
go.
that morning. Exactly.
he
4:45.
exceeded.
He exceeded. I'm proud of him. Yeah. So 4:45 that morning, woke up, drove
awesome.
2.5 hours to Bloomington Normal to Illinois State University.
Oh, wow.
And then had just like this commencement address, and then the rest of the day I was like half asleep, low key. But I was.
bet.
Don't get me
How
wrong.
long
I was
are
excited
those?
for that.
How
kid.
long are those?
It took a minute. It was like a 2-hour. They had 3 commencement. Just a brief side note about Illinois State's commencement ceremonies. They had 3 commencement ceremonies that day. One of them was at 9. That was his, which was the best one to go to, I think, because it was just early. Like you got it.
Oh yeah, you got it done and out of there.
In and out, and then number 2 was 1 p.m. and number 3 was at
How did they separate them?
They don't just like we didn't get out of there till like 11. Like it was just a very like busy.
No. How do how do you know which commencement?
Oh,
to
it's
go
like
to?
which college. So like the College of Fine Arts and
gotcha.
College of Arts and Sciences, like etc. So yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
very
otherwise you'd
confusing,
have a
but-
6-hour ceremony.
And it kind of felt like that. Like all ceremonies, all commencement ceremonies. I don't care. I'm just gonna say, even mine included. Like they're all kind of boring.
I didn't even want to go to my high school graduation. I didn't go to my college one. I just
You gotta go, but like,
do you?
You like it's fine.
Do you?
It's
You know, no
fine.
one says you have to go. Now, for high school, I get it. Because
Yeah.
people are going to say, like, for me as a parent, I'm going to say, well, I would like for you to go.
Yeah,
I'd like to see that.
you gotta see her do it.
But as a student at the time, I'm like,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah, like do I have to?
And
walk
I'll be
across the
honest.
stage?
There was a lot of shenanigans in my high school class. So I was just kind of like the observer at this point because I already started. I'm like,
Yeah, that's
you
fair.
know, I just kind of want to get to it, get back to it.
It's just interesting how many different like places people are at in high school, like at graduation time. Like
You're
people
right.
just have different like
Yeah.
plans and stuff, and it just I don't know. I feel like you got to do it.
Well-
like it's fun. You decorate your cap or whatever. It's fun.
I
no,
didn't.
you're a hater, man.
No, and I even was like, I got like a silver alpha thing and stuff,
for
and
you.
had like a little,
Yeah,
but
a
I
little
just,
cord.
yeah,
Yeah. No, you got to decorate the cap. It's fun.
Well,
it's fun.
and I think the other thing was I kept losing at all these damn after parties. Like they'd have like after grad or after
Yeah.
prom. Everyone won these like MacBooks, and here's an
yeah,
app.
there were some big ones, big wins.
Not even close.
Yeah, no,
No.
never a win.
No,
That's sad.
not even close.
I'm sorry, man.
I think that's what kind of got my blood boiling. So
Got
by
your
I
goat,
was just
yeah.
ready to go.
You
I
were-
didn't get a
you were
damn-
done.
I didn't win a prize. I've been doing, it's cool though, and I think your brother's gonna do great. What's he gonna
Thanks.
do?
I don't know. We'll see what happens. That's the kind of the cool part. Is like it's like what's up? What's next? That murky couple of weeks. It's kind of confusing or whatever. But like I totally believe in him. Like he's gonna do some great stuff. So I believe in all these graduates. To clarify, we're joking about it, but on a serious note, like that's really a big deal to graduate from anything, and you should be very proud of yourself. And it's exciting all around.
Very
so.
true.
Yes.
Thank you for saving me, Sydney.
I got you. We're not gonna get into
No,
hate mail
I
today.
will say, if you do want me to give the realism commencement address, I will be happy to do it.
My favorite part about any graduation is when the Alumni Association speaks for a minute and they're like kind of vaguely desperate and they're like, remember your alma mater, remember to donate.
Open your
like,
heart and your wallet.
Literally. It's like, okay.
And if
come
you
on.
see the pamphlet right there with the QR code, we only accept it by the thousands,
I still, here's our Venmo. Like, I still get emails from my alma mater saying, like, you should donate. And I'm like, dude, I donated when I spent money there. I lived to be, I lived there. I boarded, like, I paid tuition, you
now,
know?
did you get into the college life? Were you a full-on college experience person?
That's kind of an interesting question. I was kind of a nerd, as you might have guessed, and I was very much, yeah. He's like, yeah. And so,
Not a bad thing.
Yeah, but I was very into like the student publications side of things. That's
Okay.
where like I wasn't in like a sorority, but like my organizations that I was into were like the newspaper and the student magazine and stuff like that, the Lit Mag, like things like that. And I loved that stuff. I like lived and breathed that stuff for a while. So that was really fun. So yeah, it was kind of like, to answer your question, sort of like, I was in it sort of.
Before we take a break and come back
Yeah.
and I'm going to say, I just don't understand I just don't, okay, I'm not saying I'm against this. I'm
Uh-huh.
not saying I hate these things. I just don't understand what like a sorority and a fraternity do. I just hear me out. I don't want anyone to be like, that's like full into this because they get passionate out there about this stuff. I just don't know what it means because everything I don't know.
I wasn't in a sorority. I was in
I'm not saying they're bad. I just don't get it.
I was in the English honors fraternity, which is like literally just there's nothing included in that. You just are academically honored or whatever, and you get a cord at the end of the graduation. So anyway, but that was called Sigma Tau Delta, STD. So I was in STD. So that was fun. That was my experience with Greek life, so to speak. But no, I wasn't a part of sorority. I don't know. I didn't really get into that. But I have friends who loved it. So
yeah, it's not like I've never understood it myself.
It wasn't for me personally. But you know what? If you're into that, like live your best life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember, the places you won't go.
That's so sad. No, good things are happening.
We'll come back and talk more about Blog Talk next.
This July, the fastest boats in the world take over the Mississippi. Catch the thrill of F1 powerboat racing. July 17th to 19th, Riverfront Park in Alton, Illinois. Speed, rivals, champions. This is more than a race. It's the Powerboat National, kicking off the Meet and Greet Street Party July 17th from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. at Max and Downtown Alton. Cold beer and live music. Alton Powerboat Nationals F1 Powerboat Racing, July 17th to 19th. Don't miss the action.
Throughout all life stages, you need someone in your corner, guiding you on your health and wellness journey. At OSF Healthcare, that's your primary care provider. Your OSF primary care provider is there for every stage of life. Find a provider today at osfhealthcare.org/primary.
Firearms training shouldn't feel intimidating. At Precision Point Armory in Bethalto, we focus on safety, confidence, and real-world skills. Whether you're new or renewing your concealed carry, you'll get professional instruction without pressure. Learn safe handling, sound decision-making, and proper techniques tailored to your experience level. If you're looking for premium firearms training in the heart of Bethalto, Illinois, call 618-779-9947 or go to precisionpointarmory.net and train with confidence today.
This July, the fastest boats in the world take over the Mississippi. Catch the thrill of F1 powerboat racing. July 17th to 19th, Riverfront Park in Alton, Illinois. Speed, rivals, champions. This is more than a race. It's the Powerboat National, kicking off the Meet and Greet Street Party July 17th from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. at Max and Downtown Alton. Cold beer and live music. Alton Powerboat Nationals F1 Powerboat Racing, July 17th to 19th. Don't miss the action.
If you think you might be pregnant, you don't have to face it alone. At Vitality Women's Clinic, you'll find the care you deserve. We offer confidential, no-cost pregnancy testing, ultrasounds, and STI testing. Our team is here to listen, support you, and help you understand your options without pressure or judgment. Walk in or make an appointment today. Call 618-466-1690 or visit vitalitywomensclinic.org. Vitality Women's Clinic, clear answers, real support.
Throughout all life stages, you need someone in your corner, guiding you on your health and wellness journey. At OSF Healthcare, that's your primary care provider. Your OSF primary care provider is there for every stage of life. Find a provider today at osfhealthcare.org/primary.
As the storm hits, your roof protects everything underneath it. Trust the storm damage and roof replacement experts, Archer Roofing and Restoration, providing free inspections, help with insurance claims, and offer financing options that make replacing your roof affordable. Proudly veteran-owned and community-focused. We're here when our neighbors need us most. Call 618-575-0016 or visit archerroof.com today.
Accidents happen in a heartbeat, but lives change forever. Whether it's a car crash, workplace injury, medical malpractice, or wrongful death, you don't have to face the consequences alone. Keith Short and Associates brings over 33 years of experience and a reputation for fighting fiercely for your rights. For relentless representation that you can trust, call Keith Short and Associates at 618-254-0055 today for a free consultation.
If you thought quality home building was a thing of the past, think again. Welcome to Ralph G. Pasley Custom Homes, an award-winning builder known for craftsmanship, attention to detail, and homes designed around the way you live. From thoughtful design to expert construction, every home we build reflects decades of experience and a commitment to doing things the right way. Ralph G. Pasley Custom Homes. Award-winning homes built with pride. Visit Pasley.com to learn more and start building your dream home today.
Do you need to declutter your space? Time to call me, the Queen of Junk. Since 1993, we have grown to be the leader in residential, commercial, and property management junk removal. At Sparks Junk Removal, we are eco-friendly. We recycle, donate, or repurpose items back into our community. Trash is our last resort to the landfill. Plus, with our all-inclusive service, our crews handle everything from labor to lifting and landfill fees. Give us a call or visit our website, sparksjunkremoval.net, to reclaim your space today.
Struggling with depression that just won't go away? At Precision TMS, we offer a non-invasive, drug-free treatment designed to target the areas of the brain linked to mood regulation. Using FDA-cleared transcranial magnetic stimulation, gentle magnetic pulses help reactivate underperforming brain circuits without surgery or sedation. Many patients experience real relief, even after other treatments haven't worked. Our experienced team provides personalized care every step of the way. Contact Precision TMS today to see if TMS therapy is right for you.
Firearms training shouldn't feel intimidating. At Precision Point Armory in Bethalto, we focus on safety, confidence, and real-world skills. Whether you're new or renewing your concealed carry, you'll get professional instruction without pressure. Learn safe handling, sound decision-making, and proper techniques tailored to your experience level. If you're looking for premium firearms training in the heart of Bethalto, Illinois, call 618-779-9947 or go to precisionpointarmory.net and train with confidence today. Meet the Classic Edge HDX outdoor wood furnace. Best-in-class efficiency, durability, and smart technology. At Backyard Boilers, we're your trusted central boiler dealer, bringing you EPA-certified outdoor furnaces that burn up to 60% less wood. With the Firestar controller, you can monitor your system right from your phone. Built with titanium-enhanced stainless steel, these furnaces are made to last. Call Backyard Boilers in Perry, Illinois today at 217-473-7568 and make this your warmest, most efficient winter yet.
Welcome back. Very calm.
Yeah,
it's like the
very-
Masters, you
very
know.
settled. We've settled now after our excitement about graduation. We've settled.
Yeah.
Calm.
You know, yeah.
Yeah, it's Friday.
I just yeah.
Yeah. End of thought.
End of
yeah.
thought. That's probably
It's
best.
3-day weekend.
So, what's the worst part of moving? Was it the rain?
The weirdest. Okay, so actually, we have a cat, right? I've talked about this.
Murr.
His name is Murr. Yeah, I love him. His name's Murr, short for astronomer.
He's got that feline AIDS, doesn't he, or something?
He has he has the herp. He has feline herpes, which is, let's clarify, that is a respiratory problem.
I'm sorry. It's completely separate. It's not.
Stop airing his business, man. No, he has the feline herp. It's a respiratory problem. He's not contagious anymore. A lot of shelter cats.
A lot of
it.
yeah, and we've talked
like,
about this on the show.
sadly,
It was when we first got we first. I feel like I'm living vicariously
you're in
with
it
y'all.
With me.
Yeah,
We are, me and Murr. Yeah, no,
As discussed,
it is what it is. As
he's
discussed
a great kitty.
He's wonderful. Yeah,
Now, I did see he was very timid of this new place.
He was very scared. Yeah, so he came from an animal cruelty. I feel like his whole background. I need to share this really quick. He came from an animal cruelty situation.
Yeah.
He was in the shelter for 3 years. He's 5.5 years old. He moving to come with us was so intense. He was so scared, and then
did he let you get him in like? Did you put him in a cage, not to cut you off, like, or did you just carry him? Did he let you do that?
So the first time we moved him like to our home, like when we adopted him, we like shoved him in the carrier and we're like, okay, sorry, buddy, like we're going.
Kind of is.
And you kind of have to. And so we did that. And so then, he was so scared for like a month when he first moved into our apartment. And then eventually he became the most snuggliest, cuddliest, loving baby, like so happy, so cute. And it was so wonderful. So we were afraid, though, when we moved him to the house that he would backtrack a little bit. And we were like, this, it's understandable, but hopefully he's able to get handled. So we moved him to the house. He immediately was terrified. He immediately found a place that we didn't even know he could find, which was the fireplace. He like hid behind the fireplace, came out covered in soot, and we were like, okay, well, that's great. So he's an interesting cat. There he is. That's him getting released into the house.
Look at those eyes.
I know, he's so scared. I feel so bad for him.
I do too. But he did end up kind of.
Yeah, so he cowered behind the toilet for a couple hours. We fed him like behind the toilet. He ate, so that was good. And then he eventually came out and explored a little bit. So we're so proud of him for that. He's doing a lot better. Okay. But one of the funny things is it was like 2-3 in the morning, and it's already like a new place. Like I'm already like, oh, this is weird, like different experience, new spot. And so I'm like sort of asleep, and then there's a clang, and I'm like, what's that? I turn on a flashlight, and Murr there was like an unscrewed vent cover leaning against the wall. He threw that on the ground, and he was in the vents, in the duct, like looking like he was like holding on like this with his paws. I'm
like that hang in there poster?
Yeah, literally. I was like, get up here. Like that is terrifying. So that was unfortunate. That was his first night there. And that cue an 8 a.m. trip to the home improvement store to get like screws and that kind of thing. It was a whole thing, but luckily he's okay now.
I'm glad he's doing better because it really is hard to move animals and stuff, especially with the older they get, and with 2 big moves for him.
2 big ones kind of back to back. Like I felt really bad about that. It just wasn't how we.
He has got a lot more space. I'm sure he's gonna love this though.
Yeah, there's windows now. We were on the 2nd floor, so now he can look at birds and squirrels. And I had a bird feeder that I'm gonna put out that I cannot wait. And we got him a little perch that sits on the window. I could go on and on about.
I saw something. You need to do like one of those cat tunnels that go out from your. You're gonna be there for a while.
I know, right?
I'd build like a cool little cat, like instead of the hamster tubes, they make them for cats now.
I know exactly what you're talking about. I think that'd be awesome. No, I'm team that. I'm team giving Murr a place to roam. But
this is so cool.
See.
You're able to do it. I like the and I don't know much about your home, but I do just from this picture. The layout looks very nice.
Thank you. Yeah, no, it's I'm a fan. Yeah, it's exciting.
How's the painting? Did you guys give up on that? You said.
Well, we painted a lot. We painted like most of. So what we did was we painted like the bedroom and then the dining room, and then we were like, okay, and we're done. And so what we did was we had a couple of holes in the wall, so we covered those with like plaster, whatever you cover it with, I don't know, that putty or whatever. And then we went to Home Depot, and I'm gonna call them out. Home Depot let me down here. We went to Home Depot and we said, will you match this paint color that's already on the walls, and we can just cover up these little patches.
You were proud of this because you actually were like, I took this. You even came back into work.
Pleased. I was like, this is gonna work so well. No, it did not match. We came back, we slathered it on the walls where the holes were, and it did not match at all. And we were like, okay, well, now we are painting the living room and another bedroom and the kitchen. It was a whole thing. But happy to report, it is done now. It is painted for the most part, and we painted the doors. Like, we did a lot of things over that month in between closing and having the lease expire. And that's why I'm so glad with all those projects. I'm so glad they're done and just able to focus on the part where we live there now.
What did you guys do anything special for like the first like kind of weekend?
Really.
Nothing.
Because it was just busy. I don't know what you did. What'd you do when you moved in?
Oh shoot!
That was a minute ago.
Well, I honestly nothing because I was just I was like, that's when I was really trying to get the show started. So like
Oh,
I
yeah,
was
you were
in
busy.
overdrive. Like, well, that was when I was actually just like stupid busy, you know,
were
and
busy.
doing it on kind of
Uh-huh.
just doing it myself. But so I didn't really do anything. It was just
That's
like,
fair.
you know, like honestly, my house didn't really have an update until Jackie moved in. Like
That's
everything's
fair,
beautiful.
yeah.
It looks like a cute little cottage, you know.
I'm sure. I can't
But I
wait,
went
yeah.
from 4 pieces of furniture again to an entire.
True bachelor pad to like a home. I love that for you.
I just liked it because cleaning was so much easier.
That's true.
You know, but
That
I
is
like
true.
this. I love
Yeah,
this.
just to clarify, this is better,
This
but
is
yeah.
not. Yeah, she's done a fantastic job. But yeah, no. So I didn't really do anything.
That's
you know, I
fair.
just.
Yeah, well, kind of similarly, like it was like, okay, we moved on Saturday, and then we had to move the cat, and then we had to do all kinds of different things, and then on Sunday, like
that's
we had to go
right,
clean
yeah.
the apartment,
Yeah.
you know, and so it's just like a really busy.
So you
couple
really
of
don't
days.
get any time.
Yeah, I'm really excited for this weekend actually, just to sit in the house a little bit. That'll be.
Or
really
is that
good.
what your plan is?
That's hopefully my plan. I'm also volunteering at the Alton Farmers and Artisans Market this
We will see you tomorrow.
Oh, nice.
Ow, son of a.
That sounds painful. But anyway,
I normally hit my phone pad.
you kind of slapped that. Yeah, no. So yeah, I will see you tomorrow then. It sounds good. I
That'll
will
be
be at
great.
come say hi to me. I'll be at the farmers market.
What
so
will
that'd be
your
cool.
volunteer role be?
I don't know. I think I'm at the info booth, which I'm excited about. I actually, because the first farmers market of the year was my brother's graduation, and then the second one was the big move. This is actually my first time coming to the market so far this year, so I'm so excited to see what's going on.
Are they still
I love
doing
the market.
food? If you have EBT, you
They
get.
do. That's really cool, and a good thing to point out too. If you have SNAP, you get 2 times the buying power of produce and veggies and fruit. So come to the info booth, come see me, come say hi, and we'll set you up so you can go and swipe your card once and get twice the buying power. It's pretty neat that they're able to do that, and a lot of the booths accept SNAP too. So that's great.
fantastic.
Yeah. It's a really cool situation.
Get there early though.
Get there early because it is busy.
Yeah, it
It is busy. Yeah.
So, one final thing. Why are you listening to audiobooks?
Okay, yeah, one other thing about this. So here's the thing. I don't even really like podcasts. Like, I like them, but like I don't like listen to them
Easy.
too often. I don't.
Well, no, hold on, because I don't think that I want to. I'm glad we're on this
Yeah,
topic
let's
now.
hear your
Because
thoughts.
this isn't even a podcast.
This is different.
This is a live show. You know,
Exactly.
people always say, like they always ask, like the show becomes 4 podcasts every day because you have the
That's a
3
good way to think
interviews
of it. Yeah.
and you have like the full show that does go on to. But really, this show is shot as a live show.
And that's
now,
cooler.
It is, very, efficient for me to do it this
Uh-huh.
way, but it normally it's not, like you don't really, even a live podcast, quote
Yeah.
unquote, has like, it's just more like, I don't know. I feel like we do a lot of more day-to-day news stuff.
Yeah,
than-
it's different than like I don't know. I'm not against podcasts. I've listened to a lot of podcasts.
No,
in
I
my
am.
life,
No,
but
I'm just kidding. No,
anti-podcast.
just kidding.
I like them fine, but I just don't listen to them as often as like other things. So all that being said, I was like, there's a book on my Spotify subscription where it is for
You can get books on Spotify?
You can.
Wow.
And also at your local library. So go to your local library.
That's
go
a
to
good point.
Hainer.
HainerLibrary.org.
Hainer Library will show you how to get audiobooks. But anyway, so there's a book there that I wanted to read, and it's like super popular right now. I was like, I don't think I can get it from the library. I don't want to buy it because I love building my book collection. See built-in bookshelf. But
Oh, yeah.
they're expensive. So I love to support the library and get books from the library. But anyway, so it's so popular. I was like, I'm not going to be able to get it anytime soon. I'm going to listen to it on audiobook. So I plugged into my aux cord in my car. That gives you a sense of how old my car is, but I just plugged in and turned
Do you
it
have
up.
it in the cassette tape? You know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about?
I do know what you mean. Luckily, not quite that old, but yeah. So we cued it in, and I'm converted, CJ. I'm an audiobook fiend now.
No way.
Yeah, I think they're great. Big fan.
Have you seen the videos of this guy on? Because I don't have anything but Facebook, so I only use the shorts.
Reels or
is that what
whatever?
that?
I
Shorts
don't
or
know.
YouTube?
I think. I don't
Reels
know.
or
I think
Facebook.
Reels
You're
are-
right. Yeah,
I don't know.
Reels or whatever the hell they are. But yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Reels. So I'm on there, but this guy, I guess he always plays like bad audiobooks at like the gas pump.
That's funny.
It is hilarious. Oh my
I
god.
will say the audiobook. It was a romance novel. It's a very popular one right now. It is. It had its moments that I wasn't expecting, and so I would be driving. I'd be at a stoplight, and like I'd be listening, and it would be like I'd have to turn it down. I'd be like, oh my god. It's one thing to read those things. That's another thing to like listen to them. I'm like, geez, that's a bit much for me. So anyway, but that's just a little insight into my life. But it was really fun. I really like the audiobooks. In conclusion, I'm listening to Fame's Sake by Lena Dunham.
Oh
now.
my
It's
God,
really
I
good.
would love to see that Facebook post. Like someone takes a video of your car.
was
Be on the
rough.
lookout for this woman that's listening to
Deranged. I was like, ooh, that's a
Oh,
bit much,
man.
but it's okay. It was really fun.
That's great. All right, what do you work? Oh, wait, you aren't working on much this weekend. You said.
Yeah, well, on this weekend we'll see what happens, but farmers market, come say hi to
Farmers
me.
market. That's right. And then Memorial Day. Say hi to me.
Yeah, we're both busy. We got exciting things going on. Go us.
Big stuff going on.
Out in the community.
There you go. I will see you next week.
Now sounds good. Thank you.
We'll take a quick break and we'll come back with top of the hour news on this Friday morning. And is there any news this morning? Any new news? Any new news?
Actually, yeah. So there is some news. If you were curious, we have a story about the Special Service Area Number 1 sewer sale that is being proposed by the
Okay,
Madison
thank you,
County
because
Board,
I have,
or being proposed by
Oh,
Illinois
I did want to
American.
call people back. I had so many people calling me, but I've been so out of touch with this because I just I don't want to get, you know what, I don't want to not do research and just kind of
There's
just
a lot of
start talking.
details.
Yeah, it seems like this is kind of a really intricate,
It's intricate,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's interesting.
So I just is talking a little bit about the Madison County Board meeting that happened a couple days ago and some of the conversations that were happening in that meeting. So you can read about it on RiverBender.com. And then I'm working on Memorial Day at Maryville, that story, because that's coming up tomorrow. So that's exciting. So I'll get that story out in the next couple of minutes. And yeah, we'll see. We'll see what else happens. I have
Wow, this is an interesting story.
It's an interesting one. Yeah, we'll see what happens.
We'll hit you with this story when we come back from the break, I guess.
Yeah.
Good work.
Thanks. Go
Well-
team.
We'll come back with more on a Friday next.
This July, the fastest boats in the world take over the Mississippi. Catch the thrill of F1 powerboat racing. July 17th to 19th, Riverfront Park in Alton, Illinois. Speed, rivals, champions. This is more than a race. It's the Powerboat National, kicking off with the Meet and Greet Street Party July 17th from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. at Max and Downtown Alton. Cold beer and live music. Alton Powerboat Nationals F1 Powerboat Racing, July 17th to 19th. Don't miss the action.
If you think you might be pregnant, you don't have to face it alone. At Vitality Women's Clinic, you'll find the care you deserve. We offer confidential, no-cost pregnancy testing, ultrasounds, and STI testing. Our team is here to listen, support you, and help you understand your options without pressure or judgment. Walk in or make an appointment today. Call 618-466-1690 or visit vitalitywomensclinic.org. Vitality Women's Clinic, clear answers, real support.
Throughout all life stages, you need someone in your corner, guiding you on your health and wellness journey. At OSF Healthcare, that's your primary care provider. Your OSF primary care provider is there for every stage of life. Find a provider today at osfhealthcare.org/primary.
As the storm hits, your roof protects everything underneath it. Trust the storm damage and roof replacement experts, Archer Roofing and Restoration, providing free inspections, help with insurance claims, and offer financing options that make replacing your roof affordable. Proudly veteran-owned and community-focused. We're here when our neighbors need us most. Call 618-575-0016 or visit archerroof.com today.
Accidents happen in a heartbeat, but lives change forever. Whether it's a car crash, workplace injury, medical malpractice, or wrongful death, you don't have to face the consequences alone. Keith Short and Associates brings over 33 years of experience and a reputation for fighting fiercely for your rights. For relentless representation that you can trust, call Keith Short and Associates at 618-254-0055 today for a free consultation.
If you thought quality home building was a thing of the past, think again. Welcome to Ralph G. Pasley Custom Homes, an award-winning builder known for craftsmanship, attention to detail, and homes designed around the way you live. From thoughtful design to expert construction, every home we build reflects decades of experience and a commitment to doing things the right way. Ralph G. Pasley Custom Homes. Award-winning homes built with pride. Visit pasley.com to learn more and start building your dream home today.
Oh, man. My button stopped working. Welcome back, Daily Show. Hey, instead of doing our top of the... do our news brief in a couple of minutes' time. We'll do it after the next break. Come back with all that. And then we got Carden Circus at 10:35. So, this has been an interesting conversation lately, and there's so many people that I got to get back to. My phone's been ringing off the hook when it comes to this sale of the Special Service Area number 1 to an Illinois American Water. Now, Sydney Sinks wrote this story. I'm just going to read it verbatim and, kind of let me know your thoughts here. With conversations about a possible sale of Special Service Area number 1 to Illinois American Water, the Madison County Board heard from several residents, and Chairman Slusser addressed, quote, false information, end quote, surrounding the potential sale. Illinois American Water has offered $35 million for SSA number 1, which serves customers in the Mitchell and Pontoon Beach areas during the Madison County Board's regular meeting on Wednesday, May the 20th. 2026. Board members heard from 3 residents against the sale. Resident Heather Grotecki has been an outspoken opponent of the sale. Here's more on this. During the public comment portion of the May 20th meeting, she quoted Bible verses and encouraged the board members to, quote, protect what is yours. To, quote, protect what is not yours to give away, end quote. She continues with her quote, Scripture speaks of watchmen, those called to stay alert, protect, and to warn when something of grave concern is before the people. I ask you to be watchmen of the communities you represent. Listen not only to those in position of influence, but to the people whose lives will be affected by this decision. The sewer system was built for the people, paid for by the people, and maintained for the benefit of the people. We are asking you to protect what has been entrusted to this community and to think clearly before handing local control to a private corporation like Illinois American Water. End quote. Kathy Long followed that and argued that resident sewer bills will increase if the sale goes through. She compared the possible sale of SSA number 1 with the proposed construction of data centers in the area, and she encouraged board members to do more research. Here's what she had to say. Our bills will be increased, and once again we'll be paying for a sewer system that we already paid for many years. There is nothing good that will come for any of the residents, she said. I would like for all of you to go home and do some soul searching, end quote. Kurt Prenzler, the former county board chairman, has criticized the potential sale. He argued that customers of SSA number 1 have, quote, already paid, end quote, for the sewer system's infrastructure through their sewer bill since the system's creation in the 1970s, and he said they would have to pay, quote, twice for the sewer system, end quote, if it's acquired by Illinois American Water. He also noted that Granite City sold its sewer system to Illinois American Water, and according to him, quote, monthly sewer bills are now 3 times, even 3.5 times higher than they were in December 2023. It's only an accident of history. It's only an accident of history why the county has the legal title to the system, he added, end quote. County Board Chairman Chris Slusser did address the potential sale and explained how these conversations started. Here's what he had to say. Quote, there's been a lot of false information circulating about the potential sale of the sewer department, mainly by an individual who's clearly putting his own political self-interest ahead of the best interest of the 5,200 customers. End quote. He said that a little over a year ago, a representative from Illinois American Water approached Slusser and County Administrator Dave Tanzius about acquiring the sewer department. Slusser said the county has, quote, the fiduciary responsibility to all the taxpayers of the county to at least listen and entertain, end quote. And he offers. Illinois American Water recently came forward with a $35 million offer and a contract. Slusser said this information is under legal review, which will be, quote, an extensive, very thorough process. Additionally, throughout the past year, Slusser has been made aware that the county subsidizes SSA 1. Here's what he had to say on that. We have been subsidizing, either through direct or indirect costs, the sewer department for its entire 50-year existence at varying levels throughout. That is not the fault of the people who are the customers of the sewer department who utilize the sewer service, but it is an issue that we'll be addressing going forward. So all the taxpayers of the county are not subsidizing one sewer department that does not serve the entire county. The county is also analyzing what rates will look like in the coming years. He shared that the goal is to provide long-term rate protection to the customers of SSA number 1. Eventually, this will be brought forward to the county board for consideration, but he emphasized that they are, quote, not in a hurry to rush anything through, end quote, and that they, quote, will be transparent through the entire process. What I won't do is spread all false information or incomplete information to gin people up and prey on the fears and anxieties of the customers, especially those customers living on fixed incomes. The sewer department in no way compares to the situation that Granite City residents face. That was a very distressed asset that needed a $300 million infrastructure investment. This is not a distressed asset. The two systems are apples and oranges, and anyone that continues to spread that information and compare the two, they're just wrong. It's either out of ignorance or dishonesty, and that was the end of his quote. That's the full, I read it word for word article from Sydney Sinks. You can see it on RiverBender.com /news. Let me know what you think on this. We're going to continue the conversation, I think, as we follow this, just because, this is the most talked about news story in the county right now. And really just wanting to learn more on it. Very interesting situation. Hey, it's 10:08. We'll take a quick break. Before we do, you heard me in the 9 o'clock hour talk about, people you can trust. And, there's only really two right now that I can tell you about that I trust. When it comes to taking care of your house, hey, if you've had a disaster in your home, and I hate to go into this because, it's traumatizing. I mean, when you have something that, whether it's, fire damage or your house floods or, a tornado, you name it, it gets impacted by the storm. You lose so many, just sentimental pieces. You lose part of you, and you need a company that at the end of the day, when it comes to put the pieces back together, they know what they're doing to make you whole. And that's where Archer Roofing and Restoration comes into play. They specialize in turning your property's challenges into triumphs. They got years of experience, and they handle insurance claims. They deal with that various form of property damage, and they even offer comprehensive restoration services that are tailored to meet your needs. Whether you've experienced damage from wind, hail, fire, or flooding, their team, it's there to ensure your roof repair or your replacement is executed with precision and care. And they want you to trust them to restore your property back to its best condition. You can find out more about the services they provide from the restoration side of things to the public adjuster side of things. You can also call 618-575-0016. That's 618-575-0016. Just more options as they serve both sides of the St. Louis Metro East area. And only two, There you go. ArcherRoof.com. ArcherRoof.com today. It's 10:10. We'll come back with our news brief. We'll look at weather, all that fun stuff. You stay there, and I'll be here. RiverBender.com, Roku TV.
Best-in-class efficiency, durability, and smart technology. At Backyard Boilers, we're your trusted central boiler dealer, bringing you EPA-certified outdoor furnaces that burn up to 60% less wood. With the Firestar controller, you can monitor your system right from your phone. Built with titanium-enhanced stainless steel, these furnaces are made to last. Call Backyard Boilers in Perry, Illinois today at 217-473-7568 and make this your warmest, most efficient winter yet.
At Alton Elite Jiu-Jitsu, we help students of all ages build confidence, discipline, and real-world strength. Join a supportive community that challenges you to grow both on and off the mat. Experience the art of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu with a 7-day free trial at our new location. Call 618-795-2692 or visit altonelite.com to start your journey today. Train hard, serve others, live elite at Alton Elite Jiu-Jitsu.
With over 20 years of experience, Wilson's Tree Service has the expertise to handle all of your tree care needs. Licensed and fully insured, their team of experts are dedicated to providing reliable service. Plus, with a 24-hour emergency service line, Wilson's will always be there for you. Don't risk tackling that timber by yourself. Trust the local professionals at Wilson's Tree Service. Visit treeservicealtonil.org to get started today.
As the storm hits, your roof protects everything underneath it. Trust the storm damage and roof replacement experts, Archer Roofing and Restoration, providing free inspections, help with insurance claims, and offer financing options that make replacing your roof affordable. Proudly veteran-owned and community-focused. We're here when our neighbors need us most. Call 618-575-0016 or visit archerroof.com today.
Welcome back. Daily Show. 10:15, little bit of change. Here's what we know on this Friday morning. Make sure you download the RiverBender.com app today. Mitchell Fire Department crews did respond Wednesday afternoon to a 3-vehicle crash on southbound Interstate 255, just south of Interstate 270, near mile marker 30. Officials say an overturned semi-truck tractor trailer was found leaking fuel, and drivers in 2 of the 3 vehicles were trapped when crews arrived. Mitchell, Engine Unit 1121 and Chief 1100 responded with assistance from Long Lake Volunteer Fire Department, the Glen Carbon Fire Department, and Rural Med Metro East. Firefighters stabilized the vehicles and extracted all patients. One patient was airlifted from the scene by Air Evac medical helicopter, and all units returned to service at about 3:10 p.m. 2 Madison County Sheriff's deputies recently traveled to Washington, D.C. to take part in National Police Week, where they joined law enforcement officers from across the country in honoring those that were killed in the line of duty. Sergeant Jason Sandage and Deputy Jordan Phelix represented the Sheriff's Office during the observance, which recognized, again, those officers who made that ultimate sacrifice while serving their communities. The Sheriff's Office said the trip was a meaningful chance to pay tribute alongside fellow officers nationwide. It also thanked Mustache March for PD and PBPA Union 118 for helping fund that visit. The agency closed its message by saying it will never forget the experience. Also, in the news today, the Illinois Department of Transportation says it will reopen construction lanes where possible for the Memorial Day weekend to ease travel delays. Non-emergency lane closures will be suspended from 3 p.m. Friday, May the 22nd, through 11:59 p.m. Monday, May the 25th. However, numerous closures and lane reductions will remain in place across the state, including Chicago area, Metro East area, and several major interstates. Drivers should expect delays still. Allow extra travel time and use caution in those work zones. IDOT urges motorists to obey speed limits, avoid mobile devices, buckle up, and never drive impaired at all, whether it's during the holiday travel period or throughout any day of the week. More details available online. 3 members of the Granite City Police Department also attended National Police Week in Washington, and they took part of those ceremonies honoring the officers. Sergeant Eric Stacy, Detective William Temple, and Officer Doug Nicholson joined events as guests of Lindsay and Chloe Timmons. They attended a vigil for fallen officers. They visited the U.S. Capitol, met House Speaker Mike Johnson as well. Stacy and Nicholson also escorted families during the May 15th memorial ceremony. Lindsay Timmons' husband, Pontoon Beach Officer Tyler Timmons, was killed in the line of duty in 2021. The department said the officers were grateful to be at that trip to honor the fallen. More details available online. Let's take a look at weather. It's 65 degrees in downtown Alton. It feels like it's 68 out there. Humidity staying, keeping things pretty close to where it is actually out there today. Just cloudy. And tonight, expect a shower in spots this evening. Then expect some fog later on this evening as we go into the early part of the morning. Be careful driving out there. Air quality right now overall is good at 32. Grass levels are low, mold's low, but the tree levels are high at 750. The UV index, you don't have to worry about that today. Temperatures only reach 69 degrees and drop down to 60 overnight as we head into a stormy Saturday and a stormy Sunday. A high of 78 on Saturday, a low of 61. More chances of storms in the morning. They will taper off in the afternoon. And then another storm chance into Saturday evening. On Sunday, those storm chances are in the morning. Then by Sunday night, they clear out as we head into Monday. On Monday, it will be humid. It will be much warmer, a high of 83, a low of 65 degrees with a 60% chance of more rain. And then on Tuesday, a high of 77, a low of 66 degrees. And that's a look at the next 5 days. Here's what's happening now. 65 degrees in downtown Alton. It feels like it's 68, but, who's counting out there anymore for time and temperature throughout the day? Just go to RiverBender.com/weather or download the app today. Hey, while I have you, our weather's powered by Michael Ryan Exteriors, the roofing professionals. I told you just a few minutes ago, only 2 companies I trust, and Michael Ryan Exteriors, one of them. They came to my house. And let me be honest with you, this roof was... It had character. That's all I'll say about it. It had character. Michael Ryan Exteriors made that roof with character and charm and a massive gash in the middle of one of the boards. Made it a real roof again. And I didn't even know they did it. This is the best part. This is seriously the best part. Of course they tell you they're on their way. It's not like it's like the CIA and they just show up. It's not saying that, but so I get off of work and, I'm kind of expecting still like, I was told that, hey, we're here working today. I just kind of didn't look at my phone again and expected to still see them there. It was only about 5 hours. Drove back from work, just to see. They were all gone. It looked like nobody was there. They cleaned up. It was like there was no nails anywhere. You couldn't even tell other than the fact that there was just a beautiful brand new roof. The way that they handled that from start to finish, that's why they've been doing this for decades. That's why Michael Ryan Exteriors is just trusted and true, in all sides of the industry. If you need help with storm damage from wind, hail, or heavy rain, you call 618-600-3490 and get a free quote today. Now listen, hate to tell you this, it isn't going to get any better when we talk about summer storms. It's not. It's only May. It's only May. Listen, and now I know there's always going to be that drought for a little bit. We always get a drought. And I had people already on me today. Well, it's not always storms. No, my point is, when the storms hit in the summer, boy, do they hit. And you know what I'm talking about in all areas of the Metro East. Now, even Alton now. We saw that water sprout the other day, and then all the hail, everything else, the damage that it caused. You need to save 618-600-3490. And honestly, if you have any trouble spots right now, you need to get on out there and take a look at them. Here is why. You want to prevent it from becoming a major problem. And preventative maintenance goes a long way. And they'll come out there, they'll tell you what you need, and they'll do it in a way where you're literally just getting what you need. You aren't getting upsold. You aren't getting some out-of-town company that goes, all right, we're here to do your roof. It hailed 2 weeks ago. This company was founded 35 minutes ago in my basement or whatever the hell, and I'm going to come up with being unsolicited and try to sell you a new roof. And they sell you well. I wish we had them here working for us because we'd all be millionaires. But it's just incredible. You sign this deal, they take the money. Sometimes they run. Sometimes they might bring some supply. It's a nightmare with the out of towners. It's a nightmare with the door knockers half the time. You can't do it. You got to go with some people you can trust, and that's 618-600-3490 or MichaelRyanExteriors.com. Quick break. We'll come back, chat it up some more. We got Carden Circus still on the show today. That'll be cool. More show. Friday morning continues next.
Meet the Classic Edge HDX outdoor wood furnace. Best-in-class efficiency, durability, and smart technology. At Backyard Boilers, we're your trusted central boiler dealer, bringing you EPA-certified outdoor furnaces that burn up to 60% less wood. With the Firestar controller, you can monitor your system right from your phone. Built with titanium-enhanced stainless steel, these furnaces are made to last. Call Backyard Boilers in Perry, Illinois today at 217-473-7568 and make this your warmest, most efficient winter yet.
At Alton Elite Jiu-Jitsu, we help students of all ages build confidence, discipline, and real-world strength. Join a supportive community that challenges you to grow both on and off the mat. Experience the art of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu with a 7-day free trial at our new location. Call 618-795-2692 or visit AltonElite.com to start your journey today. Train hard, serve others, live elite at Alton Elite Jiu-Jitsu.
With over 20 years of experience, Wilson's Tree Service has the expertise to handle all of your tree care needs. Licensed and fully insured, their team of experts are dedicated to providing reliable service. Plus, with a 24-hour emergency service line, Wilson's will always be there for you. Don't risk tackling that timber by yourself. Trust the local professionals at Wilson's Tree Service. Visit treeservicealtonil.org to get started today. For some reason, my button stopped working halfway through the show. The running joke is good. Nobody has wanted to work today. You know?
Including the electronics.
Yeah, no kidding. Welcome back, Daily Show. 10:40 is the time on this 18th day of May. Coming up on May the 25th at 6:30 p.m., it's the annual Memorial Day sunset ceremony at Alton National Cemetery. And Bob Bear joins us now. And thank you so much for giving us your time today. You know, your dad came on a couple of times to talk about the event, and just to see the passion, you know, and to see, you know, the impact that the event's had on so many people for the last 21 years now is just truly incredible. And to see that continue to go is just really good for the community. I think it's great, and I really hope that the weather's nice on May the 25th.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for having me, CJ. And so, yeah, Memorial Day is coming up, a week from today. And so now this will be the 21st time we will have a sunset ceremony at our local national cemetery. And so 21, a little over 21 years ago, my father, who's a Vietnam veteran, had been loosely involved with VFW and other things. He was running a landscaping business that I was operating or working with part-time in addition to my teaching career. And so he said, we really need to go down and do something at the National Cemetery. So he and I led a cleanup effort where we came down and just, because there was a lot of overgrowth, a lot of dead tree limbs, and some of it unfortunately was laying in the grave area of where the soldiers are buried. And so we did probably several days, up to a week there, where we cleaned it up, and it made a big difference. And then from there, his energy was, then we also need to have a ceremony here every Memorial Day, and recognize the fact that this is a really important piece of our country and our history here locally, and that again, Memorial Day is the appropriate day to have a ceremony there annually. And so and he also was looking for a way to bring attention to the fact that this needed regular cleanup and maintenance. It had become part of the Department of Veterans Affairs, so bring it to their attention that this needed more focus. And so also then to kind of highlight the event is why he chose the sunset aspect, because at that point, and to our knowledge at this point, there aren't other sunset ceremonies, and so that uniqueness also was kind of put in there to help draw attention to.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think it's great. And I really hope that the weather's nice on May the 25th. It's 6:30 p.m. And the weather's nice on May the 25th. It's 6:30 p.m. And the weather's nice on May the 25th. It's 6:30 p.m. And the weather's nice on May the 25th. It's 6:30 p.m. And the weather's nice on May the 25th. It's 6:30 p.m. And the weather's nice on May the 25th. It's 6:30 p.m. And the weather's nice on May the 25th. It's 6:30 p.m. And the weather's nice on May the 25th. It's 6:30 p.m. And the weather's nice on May the 25th. It's 6:30 p.m. And the weather's nice on May the 25th. It's 6:30 p.m. And the weather's nice on May the 25th. It's 6:30 p.m. And the weather's nice on May the 25th. It's 6:30
to the ceremony.
Well, and I think it's such a great bookend too for Alton in general, just for the Memorial Day. To have we just had Steve and Greg on from East End talking about the Memorial Day parade, and some say it's the oldest, most continuous. Some say it's second. It's who knows? It's one of the oldest in the country, and to have this in the morning, and to have the sunset is really, I think, just a really beautiful way to honor the area's fallen. Especially on Memorial Day, and take me through the organization component of this, because there are featured speakers at the event. How many are a part of this to really kind of rally the troops, so to speak, to get the event on that night?
So really the organizers are myself and my mother, mother Teresa O'Connor. And so my father had done this for 19 years, and he always said to us, when I'm gone, jokingly, you guys are going to have to make sure this continues. And we always kind of laughed it off, said, well, you're not going to be gone anytime soon in our minds. And unfortunately, he passed just before last year's ceremony in April of 25. And so, we obviously took the ball and then carried on. And so he had built a great program that evolved over the years, but, in large part, we kept that program moving forward. And so we always certainly want to have a person who has served our country provide perspective. And so he himself was a Vietnam veteran, but there was always other speakers that were invited each year. This year we have local Air Force veteran Joseph Boston's going to speak. And Joe will reflect on Memorial Day, what it means to him as a veteran and American, and put in perspective, I think, for all of us. And that's, of course, a good reminder about what Memorial Day is. I think a lot of people confuse Veterans Day and Memorial Day. Certainly, Memorial Day is a great day to thank a veteran. Always thank a veteran anytime you see them for their service. But Memorial Day's focus is, of course, on those that gave their lives in service to our country and in the name of freedom. And so certainly there's no one more entitled to honor and respect than those that did that. And so that again circles back to the why, the fact that we didn't have a ceremony happening here locally, and having, again, speakers that they themselves served is part of the process. We also always like to tie in with local schools and students, so we'll have students sing, recite the Pledge of Allegiance. The Alton High ROTC will be there to provide the color guard, and also do the saber salute. Again, local musicians also certainly want to include a kind of a prayer for religious aspects. So there's always a preacher or a minister invited to come speak. And this year, again, it's Alton Mayor David Goins, who has that, of course, in his background as well and part of for who he is. So we appreciate Mr. Mayor being there. And so we would invite, again, all folks from the community to come that night. It'll be on, rain or shine, unless severe weather happens. That would be the only thing that chases us. So 6:30 on Memorial Day. We would encourage you to bring a folding chair if you want. We'll have 50 or so metal folding chairs, but those aren't real comfortable. So bring your favorite lawn chair that night, and come out and join us. It's about a half hour, 45-minute service. And the VFW will also be there to provide the gun salute. And again, patriotic music will be taking place. But again, this all circles back to, what is this place? Well, at Alton National Cemetery, there's only 170 of them that exist across the country. And so in Illinois, we have 10 of them, which actually makes us the second most of any state. Virginia is the only one that has more. And our local National Cemetery started because of our Civil War connection with the local Civil War prison that housed Confederate soldiers. And so it was the Union soldiers that were guarding them that were unfortunately also contracting illnesses that the prisoners were contracting, and some of them died. And so most of the original burials there were guards from that prison. But then there were also comings and goings of ships throughout the Civil War up and down the river. And so there were a few more soldiers who had died, I think, that were also got included in the burial there. And so, and then in the years after the Civil War in 1870, there were a few more Union soldiers moved there. And so it was all oversaw at that point by the Alton Cemetery Association. And so the Alton Cemetery kept up the graves, obviously, because, there were soldiers buried there. And so eventually, though, national cemeteries began being created, and this was kind of an in limbo situation. And so by the time you fast forward to close to World War II in 1938, so all that time, that 60 plus years, the Alton Cemetery Association had maintained it. But then moving forward in 1938, they decided they wanted to offer that land to the federal government with the condition that they add a rostrum and that they maintain it. And so the federal government accepted that, put into place one of Franklin Delano Roosevelt's New Deal programs, the WPA actually built the rostrum, and so that was completed in 1941. And then they moved a few more Union soldiers. I think it was close to 50 that were, at that point still scattered in other places. And so then at that point, that kind of became close to the final number. So most of the soldiers that are buried there are Civil War era and a few World War I and World War II. Then, and you get into the post-World War II era, there were a few more additional graves, and those folks had to kind of have some, obviously a local connection, but a special kind of permission to be married there. So our cemetery is actually one of the closed national cemeteries, but it's managed by the U.S. Department of Veteran Affairs, who also oversee Jefferson Barracks. So that Jefferson Barracks site oversees the Alton National Cemetery site. And so they'll send a couple representatives who we appreciate will be on hand also on Memorial Day.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and so...
it's just incredible. I mean, really to hear, and I think so many times, Alton's in the Riverbend has so many unique characteristics and unique things to it, and this is totally one of them. And I think so, we think of other, individuals that are buried at the cemetery or, the monument, or you name it. But to really start and go back and look at just like the transfer and how that process was, and just to see, the importance of the cemetery too, it really shows you that no matter where you turn, there's really just some real historical significance in so many portions of where you live. And from two perspectives. The major one is to honor our nation's fallen, our area's fallen, on the 25th. But also just to shine a light too on just, again, the importance of the area, and really, how important it was for your father, and now for you guys to carry that on to really, protect that and to showcase that, because it truly is important for everybody in the area.
And the residents of Alton as well, and all those in between years, and the Alton Cemetery Association, all those, past generations of people saw that as something, of course, we have to continue to maintain that. And then we got into those, for whatever reason, those limbo years where 20, 25, 30 years ago, there wasn't attention happening, and even though there were only a little over 200 graves there, they weren't getting the attention. We had overgrowth happening, and so Jefferson Barracks folks needed to be reminded that, hey, that, of course, is a significant site, but so is this one. And so since then, it's been much better, and we've had the ceremony every year, and, what's happening is, or what should happen is happening, providing recognition and, memorial and honor to those who gave their lives, and doing so, in a reverent way.
Absolutely. And is there any way that area organizations or businesses can, reach out and say, hey, I'd like to contribute to this, either next year, this year, or just keep helping the event grow?
Absolutely. They can reach out to me anytime. I am the principal at St. Ambrose Catholic School. My email's on our website for St. Ambrose, or personal emails rbaird7467 at iCloud.com. Message me anytime. And so, but we'd be happy to have any more. And so, also throw out a thank you to Miller King, who is the sponsor, helps provide for the programs every year.
Really
so thank you to Miller King. But yeah, if anyone has any ideas to improve this and to honor our folks that have given their lives for our country, please let me know. Reach out to me anytime.
Fantastic. And, with that being said, Alton High School just came on the show, too, for their flag swap. Just a mental note, too, because they're having their flag swap. But do you know what date that is?
Yeah, that's this Thursday. And so it's this Thursday from 6 to 6:30, so a short little presentation in the Alton High School auditorium. And so it's just kind of good instruction for all Americans, how you properly fly and care for your flag, and kind of how you fold that. And they'll also, if you have an older flag that needs to be replaced, they'll give you a 3x5.
Fantastic. By the way, your mom was a great teacher. She was my teacher at Alton Middle School.
And it was. She's listening. She
really? And I think it's really quick too. Not really, but your dad was just fantastic. He gave so much to the community, from PA announcing to these types of events, and really just really was a bright light and really an example. I wanted to tell you that.
Thank you. He was very community oriented, and he would love now that this Memorial Day sunset ceremony even has a Wikipedia mention. It says sunset ceremony in there, so that that connection's there even nationally now. So he really appreciate that. So thank you, CJ.
We'll take a quick break, and we're going to come back and wrap up Monday, but we'll link everything in a write-up on RiverBender.com, and see you there on May the 25th, 6:30 p.m. with featured speakers including Mayor Goins, National Cemetery representatives, and Joe Boston, the Air Force veteran, along with more presentations, patriotic music. We'll link it all, and we're going to come back and wrap up the show. My button stopped working, and it's throwing me off right after this.
Hail damage isn't always visible, but it can cost you thousands if ignored. Archer Roofing and Restoration are storm damage and roof replacement experts, offering free inspections to catch problems early. We'll help with your insurance claim and provide financing options that make protecting your home affordable. Proudly veteran-owned and community-focused. Always on your side. Call 618-575-0016 or visit archerroof.com today.
If you thought quality home building was a thing of the past, think again. Welcome to Ralph G. Pasley Custom Homes, an award-winning builder known for craftsmanship, attention to detail, and homes designed around the way you live. From thoughtful design to expert construction, every home we build reflects decades of experience and a commitment to doing things the right way. Ralph G. Pasley Custom Homes. Award-winning homes built with pride. Visit Pasley.com to learn more and start building your dream home today.
Struggling with depression that just won't go away? At Precision TMS, we offer a non-invasive, drug-free treatment designed to target the areas of the brain linked to mood regulation. Using FDA-cleared transcranial magnetic stimulation, gentle magnetic pulses help reactivate underperforming brain circuits without surgery or sedation. Many patients experience real relief, even after other treatments haven't worked. Our experienced team provides personalized care every step of the way. Contact Precision TMS today to see if TMS therapy is right for you.
This July, the fastest boats in the world take over the Mississippi. Catch the thrill of F1 powerboat racing, July 17th to 19th at Riverfront Park in Alton, Illinois. Speed, rivals, champions. This is more than a race. It's the Powerboat National, kicking off at the Meet and Greet Street Party July 17th from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. at Max and Downtown Alton. Cold beer and live music. Alton Powerboat Nationals F1 Powerboat Racing, July 17th to 19th. Don't miss the action.
Welcome back. Hey, Daily Show. We're still waiting for Carden Circus to come on the Zoom call here. But while I do wait for them, make sure... make sure you sign up for RiverBender.com. Breaking news alerts, new stories being released as we speak. A couple of things to fill you in on. Like I said, we're still awaiting that conversation with Cardens. They have a great product. Really excited to take Estella up there to the family circus, and she's gonna have so much fun. I'm real, like, you know, it's those things as a parent. And you know, it's so funny. I get made fun of all the time. They go, CJ, what happened to you? You used to stay out until, you know, I mean, it's not like I was partying. By the way, you know, just because I went out and had a few beers doesn't mean, nowhere close. I mean, what it was like a couple years ago, you know, like almost, 7 to 9 years ago, totally different ball game. But, I mean, even still, I'd go out every night, have a couple of beers, sometimes too many, get home at 3, and then you take a nap, you go do the show. And it's just being a father and all this. The last couple of years, or last year, has changed me so much. Like, all I could think about is taking Estella to the circus. And just letting her have fun at it. I mean, it was so cool. My cousin Jet got baptized. And, we got there, and I wanted to be there to watch it, and we all did, and we guys, whenever we can, because we get so busy, and it's like, finally the stars align, we can do this, and we can actually go to a family event, because we miss out on a lot of them, from my side, and, on Jackie's side, too, because just the way our schedules are. And so we get to it, and we're watching it, and it's great. Well, all of a sudden they start the baptizing process, the process, and everyone starts getting baptized. Every time someone got baptized, the crowd they'd clap, and the congregation would clap and cheer and congratulate those people that made that decision. And Estella caught on quick, and it's just those things, going and, just seeing how every time someone clapped, she would get so excited too. And yeah, it's just really cool. And Carden Circus does a really good job of doing that and bringing out all the aspects of the family. Sorry, guys, we're getting more messages in from the audience. With that being said, if you guys are experiencing some issues with some of the I've had actually a couple of these today, just send me a message, and we're trying to fix that. I getting that as quick as I can. But yeah, there's been a couple of times today people have sent me the same message about thumbnails not playing or something. So if you have an issue, just send me a text and we'll get that taken care of too. And keep moving forward. But yeah, we're waiting for Carden Circus, though, getting back to the point of all this. And it's just really cool, though. If you guys have nothing to do on the 28th, it's next Thursday, stop on over to Carden Circus, and you can be a part of this. They did such a great job coming on the show last year. The event turned out really well, and just really excited to see this year's installment of it. Hey, another great thing that's coming back is it's the 37th annual Two Rivers Family Fishing Fair. This draws thousands. It's going to be on Saturday, June the 6th. Busy day in Grafton, 10 a.m. until 4 p.m. at Pierre Marquette State Park near Illinois 100. It offers free fishing, outdoor activities, and entertainment for families. It's hosted by the Illinois Department of Natural Resources, the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers, and the Two Rivers National Wildlife Refuge. The event, designed to connect children and families with fishing and other outdoor activities. There is no admission or parking fees, and no fishing license or gear is required to participate. The fair does mark the 37th year at Pierre Marquette and has become a big staple in the region. Activities will include a catch-and-release bluegill pond, a trout pond, casting stations, fishing instruction, bow fishing stations with moving and three-dimensional targets, virtual fishing machines, and angular tubes filled with fish magnets. You can also have a first fish photo, too. Now, children who complete at least 7 stations will receive a prize and have a chance to catch trout from the pond. Organizers said every child will leave with a prize. The event will also feature about 30 outdoor educational activities, law enforcement displays, a 4,000-gallon mobile aquarium stocked with fish species found in the Illinois River, and so much more. You can find out more at RiverBender.com /news. Oh, also a special note. Mountain Man from the television show Duck Dynasty will be there. Tim Garudi will be there too, as well as Jimmy Houston. He's a Hall of Fame fisherman, and will be a really, really cool afternoon. You can see more again online, RiverBender.com /news. Real quick too, as we're in a regional, back to more governmental news out of Godfrey. An internet company's plans to build a new underground fiber optic network in Godfrey were shut down by village board members this week. Trustees voted 0-6 in a unanimous rejection of a right-of-way license agreement with Socket Telecom LLC at their May 19th meeting. The agreement would have covered the installation and restoration requirements involved in installing a fiber optic network within the village. According to a memo from village engineer Richard Moran, Socket Fiber approached officials with a desire to install a residential commercial fiber network in Godfrey, but village has limited control of the process. Construction standards and location were two main points of concern for trustees, even after hearing a presentation from Socket Fiber. Matt Coley, who attempted to assure trustees his company would do quality work of restoring the ground back to its original condition after installing it. David Gentry, a member of Godfrey Rotary and Zoning Commission, noted already 3 other companies operating fiber internet services within the village. This included AT&T, Spectrum, and Metro Communications, formerly known as Clearwave Fiber. He said some households get their internet through their phone companies or subscribe to alternate services such as Starlink. Trustee Lauschke asked where Socket planned to focus their installation efforts, expressing a desire to see a fiber network installed in more rural areas. Coley said they originally intended to install their network within the village, noting the higher installation costs and less customers per mile in rural areas give greater distance between houses. If a rural network installation were financially feasible, he said his company would be open to that option, but he said he has not applied for any Illinois grants to help offset that cost. Lauschke suggested they pursue a state grant to install a rural fiber network, so there is some promise to that at the end of that for anyone looking for fiber in the rural parts of Godfrey. More details available at RiverBender.com/news. And once again, still waiting on that conversation with Carden Circus. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back. If we don't hear back from him, we'll wrap up the show on a Friday. After, my buttons don't work. After, get over here. This one.
The Mississippi. Catch the thrill of F1 powerboat racing July 17th to 19th at Riverfront Park in Alton, Illinois. Speed, rivals, champions. This is more than a race. It's the Powerboat National, kicking off at the Meet and Greet Street Party July 17th from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. at Max and downtown Alton. Cold beer and live music. Alton Powerboat Nationals F1 Powerboat Racing July 17th to 19th. Don't miss the action.
Throughout all life stages, you need someone in your corner, guiding you on your health and wellness journey. At OSF Healthcare, that's your primary care provider. Your OSF primary care provider is there for every stage of life. Find a provider today at osfhealthcare.org/primary.
Firearms training shouldn't feel intimidating. At Precision Point Armory in Bethalto, we focus on safety, confidence, and real-world skills. Whether you're new or renewing your concealed carry, you'll get professional instruction without pressure. Learn safe handling, sound decision-making, and proper techniques tailored to your experience level. If you're looking for premium firearms training in the heart of Bethalto, Illinois, call 618-779-9947 or go to precisionpointarmory.net and train with confidence today.
Accidents happen in a heartbeat, but lives change forever. Whether it's a car crash, workplace injury, medical malpractice, or wrongful death, you don't have to face the consequences alone. Keith Short and Associates brings over 33 years of experience and a reputation for fighting fiercely for your rights. For relentless representation that you can trust, call Keith Short and Associates at 618-254-0055 today for a free consultation.
Do you need to declutter your space? Time to call me, the Queen of Junk. Since 1993, we have grown to be the leader in residential, commercial, and property management junk removal. At Sparks Junk Removal, we are eco-friendly. We recycle, donate, or repurpose items back into our community. Trash is our last resort to the landfill. Plus, with our all-inclusive service, our crews handle everything from labor to lifting and landfill fees. Give us a call or visit our website, sparksjunkremoval.net, to reclaim your space today.
If you think you might be pregnant, you don't have to face it alone. At Vitality Women's Clinic, you'll find the care you deserve. We offer confidential, no-cost pregnancy testing, ultrasounds, and STI testing. Our team is here to listen, support you, and help you understand your options without pressure or judgment. Walk in or make an appointment today. Call 618-466-1690 or visit vitalitywomensclinic.org. Vitality Women's Clinic, clear answers. Real support.
Welcome back, Daily Show. I believe we had Carden Circus on during the break. We were trying to get right back into that conversation, and we'll just kind of push pause on that for a second and see if we can get rejoined by them soon. Hey, while I have you, it's a busy afternoon. We'll be bringing you the Marquette and Roxana playoff game. This is really going to be cool. It's my dad and I's last broadcast together. The last couple of years, we've been doing some soccer games until somebody had to go back to Coach Alton High. You know, I'm not trying. We had a good thing going. Just kidding, of course. He'll be with us at West. We're going to be bringing you that coverage, and I get to kind of take a breath for a second. You know, I'm going to let him do all the work tonight. Oh, man. With that being said, thanks for hanging out with us. It's always fun to bring you your daily dose of local, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11. We've been doing this almost 4 years now. It's, quite frankly, just incredible. I'm really proud of it. Oh, I think we got Rolito on the line now. Let's see if we can go into this. Rolito, are you there with us? Let's see if we can go back into this with Rolito. Are you there, Rolito, with Carden Circus? Rolito, are you there?
Hello.
Hey, how are you doing?
I've been having a rough, just a trouble here connecting all morning.
Oh, no worries. We're glad to have you on the show now, and really excited to have Carden Circus coming back into town. Thank you so much for your time.
Hey, good morning. How's everyone doing today?
Well, we're hanging in there. It's a Friday, and we're ready to, get into the weekend. But, we're only just a couple of days away. May 28th is going to be here before we know it. How's everything been so far with Carden Circus this year?
Well, it's been a great season so far. We have a lot more cities on our list here before the summer break. We are traveling shows on the road. It's been a great show, a great cast. The show has been getting better as the performances go on. We're excited. We're excited to keep this show going on the road.
Rolito, how long have you been the ringmaster for Cardens?
Well, this is my second season on the Carden Circus. Last year, I was just the comedian, the clown of the show. And this year, I got the opportunity to be the ringmaster of the show, which, of course, I took. I auditioned, I nailed it, and I'm very happy and excited because this year I get to bring something new to the show. Usually, the circus has just the ringmaster and just the clown, but this year I get to be both parts, and it's something. I'm introducing a new style, a new format of hosting, a new format of comedy, and the way I get to blend in both arts into one. It's actually gaining a really good crowd reaction. It's a whole new dynamic, changes the aspect of the show, and it's been a lot of fun.
That's fantastic. Well, and I remember last year when we were talking, this is a part of your heritage and your bloodline, correct?
Yep, I am fifth generation of the of my circus family. So that means what we all have in common, that we were all clowns. Our family name is famous for world famous clowns. One of the best comedians out there in South America. My grandfather, my dad, my great great grandfather were all clowns. Now that's what we all have in common. Now, of course, each and every one we had different acts and talents. My dad was a flying trapeze artist. My grandfather was a horseback rider. I love to do the high wire. I juggled. It's good to learn a little bit of little tricks and trades throughout as you go out.
How do you start learning something like this? Any one of
Uh,
these, because this isn't like, I'm learning to ride a bike.
yeah, it's funny. It's just for us. It sounds it for us and our community. It just sounds so normal. Hey, Dad, I want to get shot out of the cannon. All right, let's start working. You know what I mean? Um, when kids grow up in the circus, you're not really forced or obligated to follow the tradition. If you like to be a clown, like if, for example, if my family lineage was flying trapeze artists, which there are, I wouldn't have to be forced. We get to test, we get to do, we get to see, we get to grow up with so many, people and acts every time we're touring that we get to do and see what we like. And of course, I really like the comedy part of the show. It's still my favorite part of the show. You can't have a circus without clowns in the show. Um, you know, that's and I really liked what my parents did and my grandfather did, so I wanted to continue it.
Fantastic. And going into this as well, this is going to be a really fun night for families. And I think it's great that you guys do such a really good job of putting on that entertainment aspect and still making it exciting and still making it really for everybody to enjoy. Now, on the 28th, anyone that arrives an hour early gets a free pre-show too, correct?
Oh, that's right. We just not only offer a 2 hour long performance. If you come with the whole family an hour before the show, we have rides, attractions, meet and
That's
greets with the
awesome.
performers. I will be there. Get your face painted, souvenir photographs, camel pony rides, and of course those delicious circus treats. We have a new special item on the menu, and our deep fried Oreos. They're delicious. They're killing the crowds. They are selling out. So come out there and enjoy.
What's your favorite component of what you're doing now with role as ringmaster?
Um, it's like I mentioned before. It's a new format. It's a new style of performing, where I get to combine both traditions into one, and the crowd has been reacting very well to it. I'm also still learning every day, adding new stuff. My favorite part is that. The circus is very special because from the little boy to the old grandpa, everyone will have a great time at the circus. We have a little bit of everything for everybody. If you're an animal lover, we have the animal acts. If you love the thrills, we have the thrill acts. We have aerial acts. And me to get to be part of that or to stand in the middle and share the stage with all these incredible performers we have this year is really a great pride and privilege to have, share the stage. Um, Helping families create memories that they will never forget or they will keep on carrying on. The kids will talk about for months to come, tell their friends, you didn't get to go to the circus. Well, I did.
Yeah.
That's the best part, just looking into the audiences. You see faces of all types of sizes, colors, tones. It's just everyone at the circus becomes one, and it just has a great time, and that's what's beautiful about this job, and I really like it.
Absolutely, and we're all going to see that on display again. It happens May the 28th. Starts at 7 p.m. You got that hour pre-show before. You're getting you 3 hours of just excitement, fun. And, this is all at Madison County Fairgrounds. The physical address, 2025 Park Hill Drive. That's in Highland. We'll link all that in a RiverBender.com article. You guys can get tickets at spectacularcircus.com. Now, there are some group rates as well with 25% off group discount with a purchase of 10 or more. There's some other things that are a part of that. Again, we'll link all the fun details that are pertinent to the specific individual online. But I got to go into this. I got to ask you. I'm looking, and there's a buffalo being ridden on. This is the coolest darn thing I think I've seen in a while. I got to ask you about that. And the follow-up afterwards is, what's the craziest or most defying stunt, if you will, at the circus without giving away too much?
Ooh, well, we have something new in the show this year. It's an acrobatic duo from West Africa. They're great people, great performers. We have a double spinning wheel, and this guy, he will jump over 40 feet in the air, and he will do a full forward somersault with no mechanic, no safety net, just while the contraption is spinning. It's really one of the tricks, one of the parts of the show that keeps you at the edge of your seat. The buffalo is always a great act to be. It's beautiful, the buffalo act as well, because these big majestic creatures, how they create and they have an incredible strong bond between animal and human in the show. Those guys, they're part of our family as well, like all of the other animals. And it's really great out to see just how these two species just combine together. It's a sight to see, to believe.
Well, and that's right. I'm excited. I can't wait to go up and check this out. This is going to be such a great event. And, before we move on to the wrap up here and go into the overall just kind of final pitch of the event, you guys have a really busy schedule. You're nonstop. It's road, go, go, go. How do you all maintain that? Does it just become a way of life for everybody?
To be honest, it's a way of life because ever since I was little, that's my, we have a saying, home is where the trailer parks, and then there's another saying, home is where the big top sets.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, my family's from Argentina. I live in Orlando. A lot of people live here in Springfield. The circus is from Springfield, Missouri, the winter quarters. So a lot of people bought homes, and they moved in here. Of course, they follow their heritage of where they're from, but you know this is just, it's normal for us. I grew up always traveling city to city, meeting new people. When we're done practicing or rehearsals, or either if there's a breakdown, we're always fixing to get on to the next spot. We get to how do you call it, walk around, see the new city, the new town, the new sites, the local coffee shop. It has its ups and downs, of course. Like I mentioned, we have breakdowns all the time. Last year we calculated we did 40,000 miles in one season, taking
Wow.
the show to city, from city to city. And it's all worth it, man. It really is at the end of the day. I don't see myself doing another job, which I did do another job in the pandemic. A lot of us have to do it. And I never complained. A job is a job for me, but this is what I love to do. This is what I want to keep on doing. My grandfather, he turned 90 years old the other day, about a month ago. He turned 90 years old. He doesn't travel anymore because we convinced him at least to stop that, but he's over in Argentina, and if believe me or not, he still does birthday party events, special events, because you can't get the performer out of him. He's 9 years old, and he's out there still spreading joy.
That's fantastic. It's always great talking with you. It was great chatting it up with you last year. Before we wrap up here and say so long for now, give us the final overall pitch, if you could. What's the sales pitch out of the new ringmaster of Cardens here for seeing you on the 28th in Highland?
Put me on the spot here, but ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, prepare to see wonders of one of a kind. Here at the circus, we have the thrills, the chills, the animals, the aerial acts, and memories that you will never forget at the all-new spectacular three-ring Carden International Circus.
Fantastic. Hey, thank you so much for your time. We'll link everything in a write-up on RiverBender.com, and can't wait to see you guys out there.
Perfect. We'll see you there.
We're out of time today. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. I'll be back on at 4:30 this afternoon. I'll see you back here live in the studio Monday. Until then, try your best, as always, to stay out of jail.